A pair of ads running this week in the governor's race speak directly to women's issues, specifically abortion.
And both sides have accused each other of clouding the issue in their spots. Political reporter Jess Garp tries to clear things up in tonight's Reality Check.
A national women's group has joined the voices trying to influence your vote for governor, and their latest ad has Governor Scott Walker fighting back.
I don't like anybody getting between me and my patients.
Meg, the nurse practitioner you see in the ad, is Meg Robertson. She's the director of clinical services for Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin, an organization providing birth control, health care, and abortions to women in this state. Who paid for the ad? The screen says Women Vote Wisconsin, but that's an arm of Emily's List, a national political action committee that says they aim to ignite change by getting pro-choice women elected to office.
I was outraged when I found out Scott Walker quietly signed a law trying to restrict doctors from performing abortions.
This needs clarification. Governor Walker signed a bill in a private ceremony last year that required doctors who perform abortions to have admitting privileges at local hospitals at most 30 minutes away. Supporters of the law said it made abortions safer, but Planned Parenthood said it would cause some clinics to close and reduce access to abortions because not all doctors qualify for privileges if they don't refer a minimum number of patients to that hospital per year. Planned Parenthood filed a lawsuit, and a federal judge has blocked the law until his formal decision, expected at any time.
Scott Walker wants to make all abortions illegal, even in cases of rape and incest.
This is true, as far as we can tell. Walker said in 2010 that this was his position. His website reiterates that he is, quote, 100% pro-life. We asked whether he still wants all abortions to be illegal. This was his response.
That's not even an option in the state. The Supreme Court more than 40 years ago ruled that that's not an option.
We asked the campaign to clarify his position. An email from a spokeswoman said simply, he's pro-life. That's also the message the governor gives in his latest ad.
I'm pro-life, but there's no doubt in my mind the decision of whether or not to end a pregnancy is an agonizing one. That's why I support legislation to increase safety and to provide more information for a woman considering her options.
This needs clarification. Walker did support and sign the bill about admitting privileges that we talked about earlier. That measure also included a requirement, which is still in effect, that a woman get an ultrasound before any abortion and have the doctor display and explain that ultrasound to the patient.
The bill leaves the final decision to a woman and her doctor.
This, too, needs clarification. The final decision to get an abortion is between a woman and her doctor, but that's not something this bill details or something the state has any say over. As you heard the governor mention earlier, Roe v. Wade and the U.S. Supreme Court said a woman has a constitutional right to an abortion. I'm Jessica Arp with this News 3 Reality Check.